Greetings, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining me during this third watch. And I thank you for coming back. This will be part 2 of the Woes. Unto the inhabitants of Babylon, America, and unto the wicked. Enoch, chapter 97. Woe to them who act impiously, who laud and honor the word. Woe to them who act impiously, who laud and honor the word of falsehood. You have been lost in perdition and have never led a virtuous life. Woe to you who change the words of integrity. They transgress against the everlasting decree and cause the heads of those who are not sinners to be trodden down upon the earth. And in those days you, O ye righteous, shall have been deemed worthy of having your prayers rise up in remembrance, and shall have deposited them in testimony before the angels, that they might record the sins of sinners in the presence of the Most High. And in those days the nations shall be overthrown, but the families of the nations shall rise again in the day of perdition. And in those days, they who become the days of perdition are the days that are spoken of when the angel was speaking to Daniel. If you want to know that story, you go to the book of Daniel. When Daniel was told about the day of perdition, Daniel buckled until the angel told him that it would not be in a time that will come soon, a time that is far off from this day. But guess what? We're in that time. Today is that time. And it is to come. And in those days the nations shall be overthrown, but the families of the nations shall rise again in the day of perdition. And in those days they who become pregnant shall go forth, carry off their children, and forsake them. Their offspring shall slip from them, and while suckling them shall they forsake them. They shall never return to them, and never instruct their beloved. Again, I swear to you, ye sinners, that crime has been prepared for the day of blood, which never cease. They shall worship stones and engraven golden, silver, and wooden images. They shall worship impure spirits, demons, and every idol in temples, but no help shall be obtained for them. Their hearts shall become impious through their folly, and their eyes be blinded with mental superstition. In their visionary dreams shall they be impious and superstitious, lying in all their actions, and worshiping a stone. Altogether shall they perish. But in those days blessed shall they be to whom the word of wisdom is delivered, who point out and pursue the path of the Most High, who walk in the way of righteousness, and who act not impiously with the impious. They shall be saved. Woe to you who expand the crime of your neighbor, for in hell shall you be slain. In hell shall you be slain. Woe to you who lay the foundation of sin and deceit, and who are bitter on earth, for on it shall you be consumed. Woe to you who build your houses by the labor of others, every part of which is constructed with brick and with the stone of crime. I tell you that you shall not obtain peace. Woe to you who despise the extent of the everlasting inheritance of your fathers, while your souls follow after idols, for to you there shall be no tranquility. Woe to them who commit iniquity and give aid to blasphemy, who slay their neighbor until the day of the great judgment. For your glory shall fall. Malevolence shall he put into your hearts, and the spirit of his wrath shall stir you up, that every one of you may perish by the sword. Then shall all the righteous and the holy remember your crimes. And in those days shall fathers be struck down with their children in their presence of each other. And in those days shall fathers be struck down with their children in the presence of each other. And brethren with their brethren shall fall dead, until a river shall flow from their blood. For a man shall not restrain his hand from his children, nor from his children's children. His mercy will be to kill them. His mercy will be to kill his own children, rather than to let them suffer what is to come. He's going to kill his own children rather than to suffer what is to come. He prefers to show his children his mercy. And his mercy is to take their lives. Nor shall the sinner restrain his hand from his honored brother. From the dawn of day to the setting of the sun shall the slaughter continue. The horse shall wade up to his breast, and the chariot shall sink to its axle in the blood of sinners. And Jesus said, the Lord said, that the blood will be to the horse's bridle. Enoch 99, chapter 99, verse 1. And in those days the angels shall descend into places of concealment, and gather together in one spot all who have assisted in crime. And in that day shall the Most High rise up to execute the great judgment upon all sinners, and to commit the guardianship of all the righteous and holy to the holy, and holy to the holy angels, and they may protect them as the apple of an eye, until every evil and every crime be annihilated. Whether or no to the righteous sleep securely, wise men shall then truly perceive. And the sons of the earth shall understand every word of that book, knowing that their riches cannot save them in the ruin of their crimes. Woe to you, ye sinners, when you shall be afflicted on account of the righteous in the day of the great trouble, shall be burnt in the fire, and be recompensed according to your deeds. Woe to you, ye perverted in heart, who are watchful to obtain an accurate knowledge of evil, and to discover terrors. No one shall assist you. Woe to you, ye sinners, for with the words of your mouth and with the work of your hands have you acted impiously. In the flame of a blazing fire shall you be burnt. And now know ye that the angels shall inquire into your conduct in heaven. Of the sun, the moon, and the stars shall they inquire respecting your sins. For upon earth you exercise jurisdiction over the righteous. We know who he's speaking to. We know what verse 8, 99, verse 8 we know who that is, who that message is for. And every cloud shall bear witness against you, the snow, the dew, the rain, for all of them shall be withholden from you, that they may not descend upon you, nor become subservient to your crimes. Now then bring gifts of salutation to the rain, that not being withholders, it may descend upon you, and to the dew, and if it has received from you gold and silver, but when the frost, snow, cold, and every snowy wind, and every suffering belonging to them fall upon you, in those days you will be utterly incapable of standing before them. Chapter 100. Attentively consider heaven, all ye progeny of heaven, and all ye works of the Most High. Fear him, nor conduct yourselves criminally before him. And if he shut up the windows of heaven, restraining the rain and dew, that it may not descend upon earth on your account, what will you do? And if he send his wrath upon you and upon all your deeds, you are not they who can supplicate him. You who utter against his righteousness language proud and powerful, to you there shall be no peace. Do you not see the commanders of ships, how their vessels are tossed about the waves, torn to pieces by the winds, and exposed to the greatest peril? That they therefore fear, because their whole property is embarked with them on the ocean, and that they forebode evil in their hearts, because it may swallow them up, and they may perish in it. Is not the whole sea, all its waters, and all its commotion, the work of him, the Most High, of him who has sealed up all its exertions and girded it on every side with sand? Is it not at his rebuke dried up and alarmed, while all its fish with everything contained in it die? And will not you, ye sinners who are on earth, fear him? Is not he the maker of heaven and of earth and of all things which are in them? And who has given erudition and wisdom to all that move progressive upon the earth and over the sea? Are not the commanders of ships terrified at the ocean? And shall not sinners be terrified at the Most High? And shall not sinners be terrified at the Most High? Chapter 101. Now I was going to stay at part 1, but he put it upon my spirit to continue to read. So that's what I'm doing. So my eyes are looking like, and you know. But in those days, when he shall cast a calamity of fire upon you, whither will you fly, and where will you be safe? And when he send forth his word against you, are you not spared and terrified? All the luminaries are agitated with great fear, and all the earth is spared, while it trembles and suffers anxiety. And this is a fact, Jack. All the angels fulfill the commands received by them, and are desirous of being concealed from the presence of the great glory, while the children of the earth are alarmed and troubled. But you, ye sinners, are forever accursed. To you there shall be no peace. Fear not, ye souls of the righteous, but wait with patient hope for the day of your death in righteousness. Grieve not because your souls descend in great trouble with groaning, lamentation, and sorrow to the receptacle of the dead. In your lifetime, your bodies have not received a recompense in proportion to your goodness, but in the period of your existence have sinners existed. And in the period of execration and of punishment, and when you die, sinners say concerning you, as we die, the righteous die. What profit have they in their works? Behold, like us, they expire in sorrow and in darkness. What advantage have they over us? Henceforward, are we equal? What will be within their grasp, and what before their eyes? Forever. For behold, they are dead, and never will they again perceive the light. I say unto you, ye sinners, you have been satiated with meat and drink, with human plunder and rapine, with sin, with the equation of wealth, and with the sight of good days. Have you not marked the righteous, how their end is in peace? For no oppression is found in them, even to the day of their death. They perish and are as if they were not, while their souls descend in trouble to the receptacle of the dead. And I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there. And this lesson, this reading is going to have a part 3 to it. So we're going to stop there at 100. And we're going to pick up at chapter 102 in the book of Enoch. Peace and blessings, family. Shalom.